What up, everybody? It's Steph Michael back again with another video. Let's talk. I'm making this video because it's something that I'm very passionate about. You know, for me, what brings me like the most hope, or I guess the greatest feeling of happiness in life is like seeing happy endings. Like even to this day, like I'm a gangster, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like if I'm watching movies or something and I see a happy ending, for some reason that gets me emotional. And like what my whole vibe is, my whole energy is, it's like I hope to see everybody around me and everybody that I come to interact with, you know, achieve the ultimate fulfillment of their life. But like if I look around me and I see people I know and I see like the general culture of the world is that like we all kind of like, you know, not all of us, but for the majority of like the average person, like we all are not actually living the lives that we will hope to live. And I know this firsthand because I work in a corporate environment, so I work around a lot of people who make a lot of big money, like big bucks. I'm not saying that I do, but I see people like the top execs, the top, you know, VPs, all of that stuff. And like, I just encounter so many people on a daily basis, like literally hundreds. And the common thing that I see is that, you know, people are miserable. Like they are at work stressed out. Now these are people earning a decent living, like people who have families and houses and decent cars, and you know they went to college, and you know they got that dream job right out of high school, and I mean not high school, dream job out of college, and like they're 15, 20 years into their career, and sometimes even they're in the beginning of their career, and I see them and they are miserable. Like people, that's how people greet each other. Oh, it's Monday. Oh, like yo, like I don't even want to be around your negative energy. Like I get it. Like for me, like I'm not exactly where I want to be in life either. But because I have to do this and get through this, I'm not gonna go through it miserable as hell. Like I'm gonna make the best of it. So I just see people unhealthy, and I just look at where I come from in my immediate environment, growing up in Detroit, Michigan. You know, and I look at the neighborhoods, like it's like it's like people are so conditioned to accept the life that they've been shown they can have. Like they give up on the life that they would dream of. And that, to me, that's like the saddest existence. That's the saddest place to come in life, where you get to a point where you don't have anything that you aspire toward. You don't have anything that drives you every day, that motivates you, that makes you passionate about living. And it don't even necessarily always have to be as far as being monetarily successful. It could be just something that, you know what I'm saying? Like you do something each day that you love to do, and you love to do it so much that it makes it not burdensome to your existence. Like you can do it daily and it doesn't drain you. It more so, it energizes you. Like because it's truly fulfilling to your soul and your heart and your passion. And that's what this video is about. It's about how we all have the opportunity to achieve our dream life and not be complacent with what society shows us we can have. Now, for some people, it's going to be more difficult than others to make this happen, depending on where you are in your life. Because, like some of us, we have whole careers, we have whole families, and some of us, like, we are more mature in age, and we've been putting off our goals. We kind of been like just living our years, getting by to by, and not necessarily doing what is most fulfilling to our heart, what our passion is, you know, the very gifts that we had in our youth. But I just want to encourage everybody that it's never too late. It's never too late to decide that I'm going to be a better me. It's never too late for us to make the decision that, you know, right now is the moment that I'm going to start living my life to be truly fulfilling for me. With that being said, you know, some of us, if we're in our youth or in college or we're young adults, we have opportunity to say, hey, right now I'm in a place where I can literally just begin to write my story to be whatever it want to be, wherever I want it to be. And this could be a change of a career. This may be the college student. This could be a change of degree, or, you know, major. You know, this could be us like seeking seeking whatever that we can to add unto ourselves so that we qualify ourselves for our destiny. You know what I mean? So, and what I mean by that is, you know, basically taking it upon ourselves to take the initiative to begin to plan and map out the journey to a life that is more fulfilling. And sometimes this will require us making goals. And for some of our cases, this will require us making goals for our goals. Now, some of us, because we have obligations and, you know, real life situations where it's just not necessarily easy to say, hey, I'm going to go live a different life today. For the majority of us don't have it that easy. So what we need to get into our head, begin to get into our heads is that we can't make progress and make excuses. Like, we can't change our life while making excuses about why we can't change our life. You know, we have to begin to take the wins as we can get them. And, you know, it's not going to always be big wins. It's not going to be always that we can go and do something drastic. More than likely, we're limited somewhere in our life, whether it's energy-wise, mentally, financially limited. So it's not going to always be, oh, I can just go do this. But there's always something that we can do to take one step closer to our optimal life. And, you know, even if that's a small step. Why I'm making this video is to encourage people out here to not give up or be discouraged because something seems tough or hard. This is a perspective I want to challenge you to see. This could be for whatever your dream is. Let's just say you're in a position where things are tough financially. You're tight paycheck to paycheck. You don't really have any wiggle room to not work. And then work to make you tired and stressed, so forth, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we may not be able to go and jump to what our ultimate dream is, but there are steps that we can take to get there. We have to start being willing to eat the elephant one bite at a time. Most of us, we want to get quick, you know, and this is Western culture. That's how everything comes, quick, fast food. We want instant this, instant that, instant gratification. When we go to the gym, every time we do a rep, we in the mirror just, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It can't always work like that. The only time it'll work like that is we hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Or we just born some freakish athlete or virtuoso. You know what I'm saying? And most of us don't fall into that category. So, well, I would say we all have our own different individual things, but most of us don't get that type of recognition just because, you know what I mean? Like, most of us have to hone in and work on our craft and do things like that. We just aren't like born with the instant, you know what I mean? So, but I say that to say, okay, we may not be able to go and do something drastic, but we got to start reconsidering, like, okay, the job that I'm at now does not necessarily allow me freedom to chase my actual dream. Okay, so that's reality. Boom, that's reality. So what can I do to get closer to where I want to be? And a practical step that many of us can take is, okay, let's say we are not earning a living that is substantial enough for us to do anything outside of pay bills. We have to begin to start finding ways to add value to ourselves. And what I mean by that is we have to seek out information and knowledge that would add to our power to gain value, to gain money, to gain resources. And resources don't all the time have to be money. It could be people we may run into who could help us. But more so, you know, we want to empower ourselves. We can't just sulk and be like, okay, I'm stuck here. You know, we may not be able to go and get our ultimate dream now, but with the way the economy is, like, there are so many different ways to add to our earning potential. We don't even have to go get degrees. We can go to a community college and get certain certificates that will add about $6, $7, $8 to our earning potential, or even more than that. You know, with the way that things are going, there are so many options of adding value to our earning potential if we are willing to do the work, if we are willing to do the research, if we are willing to educate ourselves. So sometimes we have to have goals for our goals. Sometimes we can't get straight to our goal, but we have to set smaller goals in order to get to our goals, and that all goes into planning. If we have a vision and we have a dream, we must write it down. We must write something down to keep ourselves accountable to. If we seriously want to do something to change our lives, we must write it down to plan it out, because a dream without a plan is just a wish. What they say, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Yeah, so we don't want to be wishing, and that's what most people are doing. They're going through life stuck, bitter about dead wishes, or going through life with no type of mental mind map of how to change their life, just getting by day to day. And the only way that we can begin to empower ourselves to do differently and to do better, we have to begin to expose ourselves to knowledge and insight and resources and material that will actually help us. We cannot expect to go further in life without learning. We cannot expect to go further in life without growing or changing anything about ourselves. We cannot expect to go forward in life with having the same exact mindset. We have to begin to enlighten ourselves, seek wisdom, seek knowledge, seek resources that are valuable, and we have to begin to cut down the idle mind diet that we have, you know, whether it's always on social media, not doing anything productive, or always watching TV shows that are not even good for our health or like good for encouraging us in the direction that we would hope to go. We have to stop like looking for outer things to distract ourselves from ourselves. We have to begin to look at ourselves in the mirror and begin to self-reflect, begin to grow, begin to seek out knowledge and wisdom that can add to our life, that can add to our wisdom. By us doing that, we will empower ourselves to be able to go further in life, to be able to escape our normal boundaries and comfort zones, and to be able to escape what we're accustomed to. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you're watching this on Facebook, like my Facebook page. On YouTube, please subscribe. Follow me down on my social media below. Thank you. Peace.